Hello again and welcome back to another episode of Shallow Thoughts and Deep Shit. I'm Jefferson Lambert and I'll be your host for this atrocity as I journey through the mind of a serial misanthrope. If you want, you could rate the show, subscribe, and follow. And you could also follow me on X, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and check out the website at www.shallowthoughtsanddeepshit.com. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started, shall we? Decency, respect, and human waste. Okay, this one I've been holding in for decades, and it's time to let it all out once and for all. This will not be pretty, and you might want to cover your ears and hide your children, because my restraint is about to be flushed right down the toilet. I'll feel better after vomiting this episode out, and I don't really care if anyone walks away from this and disagrees with me. You've all experienced it. Walking into a public bathroom to do a simple task of human nature and wishing you shared the world with civilized human beings. How many times in my life must I walk into a bathroom to use the toilet and see the disgraceful lack of decency that countless others leave behind for everyone else? How many times must I walk into a bathroom and feel like I'm stepping into a war zone in a third world country? Why is it so difficult to leave the bathroom in a condition that you'd want to use it for yourself? Why are public toilets a free-for-all that have to remind me how ruthless and sadistic the human race really is? I know this is hard to digest. No one wants to talk about it, and it's just a fact of life and blah, blah, blah. I am so tired of the scumbags of the universe leaving their trademark all over a public bathroom like shit and piss graffiti everywhere for all to see. Public bathrooms are a disgrace to society, and I'm not even going to try and analyze a solution. Here's a newsflash. A toilet bowl is a receptacle with an outer hole and an inner hole. That inner hole, very important, because that's where all the waste should be going. It mixes with water and goes down the drain, away from us, because we don't want it near us. Everything should go in there. So why, more often than not, do you walk into a public bathroom and have to look at shit and piss and puke everywhere? What the fuck is wrong with people who can't seem to get this through their head? The decline of Western civilization has been happening now for decades, but the simple task of relieving yourself when you're outside your own home is just a fucking nightmare. I know, not everyone will sympathize. Shit happens, right? Too many times in my life, I've walked into a bathroom and felt like I stepped into World War III. Shit on the toilet, piss dripping down the walls, throw up on the floor, full rolls of toilet paper stuffed into the toilet, tampons discarded, diapers left behind for someone else to pick up. For fuck's sake, you people who do this are just plain scumbags, and you've lost the ability to be a decent human being. Of course, not everywhere is like this. But I've been to concerts, events, and on trains, rest areas, and venues where many people congregate, and it's the fucking same everywhere. There are people who just don't give a fuck about anyone else but themselves and think it's cute to act like a juvenile and just about dumb themselves down to retardation. I don't know how many times I've walked into a bathroom and had to look at someone else's shit. It's on the toilet seat, splattered on the walls, sprinkled all over the place for everyone else to enjoy. P.S. Fuck you. I am so tired of sharing this planet with scumbags. Thankfully, I'm a pretty regular pooper, and I can count on one hand how many times I've pooped in public in the last 15 years. I feel sorry for everyone else who has to perform this simple task in public in the wake of all the scumbags. I just do not understand why I need to go into a public bathroom and see the insides of another human being. Some of you are vile, stinky, disgusting people. What happens in a public bathroom? Do some folks decide, well, fuck it, I'm not at home. I think this wall could use a nice coat of piss. Or why is it there's always turds on top of the toilet instead of in it? Is someone too scared to sit on the rim and just stand there dropping turds and not caring where they fall? I bet some guys can shit in the toilet and piss on the wall at the same time. Ugh, I just don't get it. Some people can't leave their house for 5 minutes without seeking out a public bathroom to go defile. I have no idea why manners, couth, and hygiene all get thrown out the window for some people when they enter a public bathroom. Surely people don't leave shit and puke on their own toilet at home, do they? I'd like to catch these people in the act and rub their noses in it. I can imagine some dumb college dick walking into a bathroom stall, his stomach filled with Jägermeister and 6 Amstel Lights and a Zima, which are all not getting along, and he shuts the door and locks it, sees the toilet clean and open in front of him, but instead turns and faces the wall with the toilet paper roll on it and pukes his pansy little drinks all over the wall, rendering the entire stall useless because he thought it would be cute to watch his puke run down the wall. Anyway, it's time to wrap this up. Most of you listening to this know who they are, and unfortunately, a lot of you know who you are. You're a scumbag and nothing more. It's pretty simple. Leave an area like you found it, if not better, cleaner. If you don't, then you're a scumbag. Pretty simple. Thank you for ruining it for the rest of us. And yes, you are a scumbag in the truest sense.